I'm thrilled to welcome you all here to the ribbon cutting of Joel Square Tower 3, the third and final installation. There's a joke about a sequel and a threequel, and the threequel better. It's just getting better and better. And it's such a thrill and an honor to have all of you here today. I want to welcome the mayor. Thank you for being here. Council members and Jackson, that's right, the mayor's son. Union members, all the members of our KRE team, everyone here who's contributed to this project. I especially want to welcome my father, here, Dad, who I have the privilege of working with every day, and my mom, who's here as well. There we go. My dad is fond of telling me, the architect's son, that it takes more than pretty pictures to get a project like this done. And working with family isn't always the easiest thing. You don't always see eye to eye. But Dad, on that one, I completely agree. It takes an incredible team to get a project like this done. And from the drawings that we made 15 years ago to seeing these soaring towers in this area and the entire area transform, it's incredibly gratifying and thrilling to do it with all of you. Today, we're going to hear from some of the people that made it possible. And the first person that I want to introduce is my brother, to thank some very special team members.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Truly, everyone here had some role in getting to where we are today. As Mark said, we came up here for the first time at the end of 2006. It's been 18, almost 19 years, and it's been a gargantuan effort, and really every person on this deck was involved. So I will surely miss some people directly that I want to thank. But I would be remiss if I didn't call out some few specific key members of our KRE team. Where is David Kahn? David Kahn, Noah Chrismer, Jamie Block, Joe Punia, and our team is so old that Jeff Persky had to go get his annual physical, so he's not here. Not surprisingly, he told me like 15 minutes ago he's going to miss the dinner. So this is the dinner that he thinks he's missing. I would like to thank the JCRA. I see Anicia and Chris. And is Diana here? No? Okay. The city council is, I know, where's Joyce? The city council president. Joyce, come on up. Joyce is here. And Mira is here. Mira, come on up. I think this is our city council representation tonight. I see Tom Zupas here. Thank you. Without the city council and the JCRA, Christine Goodman, we wouldn't be here. Thank you. Thank you for everything, all of you. It's really hard to put these buildings up. It literally took hundreds of people. In fact, literally all of you were some part of it. So forgive me for missing some people. But in addition to the mayor, the JCRA, and the city council, some specific, Gary Handel is here, Gary's team. Gary, honestly, our whole family loves you. Some of us love you more than others, but we all love you. And you did an incredible job working with Mark and HWKN and Malillo and Bauer. I saw Tom Bauer here. So really the whole major, Tom Bauer's right in front of me, the entire major team that works under Mark and Todd. George Kahn and the marketing directors, Marty Brady, Jackie Ergo. Jackie, without you and your team, you filled all three buildings, 1,838 apartments. Really. But with design like Gary and Mark's and marketing like from our team, it's easy. I would like to thank the entire Diaco family, Anthony, Nick, Zach, Mrs. Diaco, and Miriam. None of them are here tonight. They have an important football game, one of the grandkids. But John Mack is here. Where's John Mack? John Mack is in the back with his wife, Mary, and his daughter, Mary. John, thank you and your entire team. They built these buildings, the general contractor, and there's no one like them. John, is Rob here from AJD? No. Okay. I would be. It's my greatest honor to thank Jeff Canny and Kevin Verdi and Rob Valise and the entire national team. You and your team are like family. Family that put $300 million into these buildings, and we will make sure to return it and continue to build a union as we've spoken about. And we love you and your entire company. So thank you. Some specific union members that are here, Pat and Dan. I know you're both here. Pat Kelleher is here. He's going to say a few words, and Dan Gumbel's also going to say a few words. So with that, I'm just going to invite Jeff Canny up, and then we'll have Dan and Pat, and then the mayor.
Thanks, John. This is a little overwhelming for me, I have to say. When Murray first suggested we invest in this project, we had built Grove Point down the street, which was a really rough neighborhood when we built that, but it worked out pretty well. Murray suggested this would be a good development. And if Grove Point area was bad when we invested there, Journal Square was really bad. And I remember bringing my team members up here to walk around the site. I think, Murray, you guys might have had only one piece of property under control. And we were followed around the block by a bunch of homeless people who were shouting at us and didn't really like our presence. And one of my colleagues, Gina Ivor, said, "Are we really going to do this?" And I said, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. It's going to work. And when I look at these buildings today compared to then, and look at all the buildings around here, which this building has spawned, if we hadn't done this, none of these new buildings would be done. It's an overwhelmingly gratifying accomplishment by literally thousands and thousands of people. So I first of all want to thank the national team who's here, put in hours, days, months, years, working with the Kushners, who are like family, the most honorable people we've ever worked with. When they tell you something, they mean it, and they'll do everything they can to make it happen. I trust them implicitly. And in business, there's nothing better than that. The other entity, or one other entity I trust implicitly, is the IBEW and labor unions in general. Part of our mission is to make sure that everybody who works on our jobs is paid well, has great benefits, is treated with dignity and respect. And that's a huge bonus for us when we can build something like this, improve a community, and have every single person employed here paid well and respected. And that's a trifecta of results, and we're very proud of that. And so with that, I'm going to leave you and bring up Dan Gumbel, if Dan's here, who represents the IBEW in this area. Dan is a fantastic labor leader who looks out for his members, does the best he can to make sure they're taken care of and that they make a contribution to the community. Dan, come on up.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for inviting me. There's many people here that probably heard me say this before. I know this neighborhood pretty good. My grandmother's house, 596 Pavonia Avenue, is now a doctor's office right across the street. It's still here. And on Jeff's word and Jonathan, this neighborhood was nothing like that many years ago. So to see what it is today is unbelievable. And there's a lot of people to thank here. We'll start with Murray, KRE, great group of people, Jeff Kane, National Real Estate, Mayor Fulop, and the city of Jersey City. Who would think Jersey City is what it is today, say 30, 40 years ago, okay? But I have to say something. This is a great project. It was built all union, and I'm proud to say that you get quality stuff like this when you use the men and labor of local union, specifically the Hudson County Building Trades. No disrespect to the other trades in the state, but this is Hudson County. So thanks for having me here, and I'm looking forward to do plenty of more work with our folks, our men and women in labor, for the next projects to keep Jersey City at the top of the map in New Jersey. Thanks for having me.
I'm just going to invite Pat Kelleher to come up and say a couple words.
Hello, everybody. I started this project. I just became a business agent in Hudson County, and then I became the president here. So I seen this from the beginning. The 3 towers brought up out of it with union labor. I thank the IBW. I thank Reliant. I thank Mayor Fulop, and before Mayor Fulop, it was Jerry Healy and the team that saw a vision, urban tax credits, tax abatements. When you get union labor on the job, they build it right, they build it on time, and when our members are here, they spend money in Jersey City. And that's the key, because the conversation is they build them up and they go and they spend and they pay. Like Kevin said and these guys said, is that they pay a benefit. But the importance is they build it safe and they build it on time. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat, very much. I'd like to call up Mayor Fulop and Jackson, his son, and then we will cut the ribbon and everyone can go warm up.
I enticed Jackson to coming by telling him he could say something in the microphone, so just a personal privilege here.
Congratulations, John. It's a beautiful building.
Okay. You hang out with me. Good job. I want to say thank you to Murray and Lee and John and Mark and the whole Kushner family. I've known them since I was a little bit older than Jackson, but really the majority of my life. And they are just such quality people. And all of you that are part of this project with them, you couldn't ask for a better partner. And it is true, it takes a special developer to actually see what was possible here at the time. You had all this transportation infrastructure, but the reality in 2012, 2013, all of the development was just on the waterfront. People were a little bit cautious about venturing away. And then to think about this big building and the amount of capital that they were willing to invest here and to transform that, it was really something that was transformational for the state of New Jersey. Now, along with that took a lot of people, and some of them were mentioned, but I really want to highlight them because I don't think they get enough credit for the hard work they do. You have our director of HEDC here, Anicia, who was the director of planning at that point. You have Chris Fiore mentioned. I mean, these are the people that I work in, day out. I get the credit for things like this, and I get to stand up here and cut a ribbon, and I get the blame, so I think it's fair. But they're the people that day in, day out do the really hard work. And then I just want to highlight that you have 2 members of the city council here, and back in 2013, this was a project. This project needed a tax abatement. It needed a subsidy in order to make it work. And it was a controversial thing at the time, as they always are. And it took a lot of political courage to be able to step up at that point in time when they were newly elected people and the political winds were against them and people were coming to the council chamber and not really understanding how tax abatement works. And they're pushing back and they're saying, this is a giveaway for the developer, this is a free pass, this is all these negative things. And we would try and diffuse that about the union jobs and about what it can do for the area. And then you fast forward 10 years and you drive around these streets in Journal Square. I know I am very proud, and I think all of you should be very proud, because there isn't a place in the United States of America with this much development in 3 square blocks. It doesn't exist anywhere else. And I know it's burdensome for some people, and we get the complaints on the city council, but if you think about what this is going to be in 5 years, it really will be the heartbeat of Jersey City, if not the heartbeat of New Jersey. Besides what you guys are doing here, I mean, we have the Lowe's Theater, which we closed last week on. It's a $100 million, 3,000-seat theater. We're restoring it back to what it was in 1929. It is a special place. If you go in there, it is magical. It is across the street. You have a supermarket that's coming in here. You have big box retail like the Target that's going to go across the street from here. You have You have a world-class museum, cultural arts center that was on life support, and a partnership with the KRE saved that, and that will be a premier destination for the entire state of New Jersey, if not the entire region. It was on life support had we not found a partner that was willing to find that conclusion. And then a block from here, where the old courthouse is, you're going to have a 3-acre park, a beautiful park, something really, really significant walking distance from here. So it's not kind of a pie in the sky, just a drawing anymore from a great architect like Mark Kushner. It is something more concrete at this point, because those projects are all moving. They're funded. They're in the ground. They're happening. And all of you are a very, very big part of that. So just thank you for doing that. Thank you for believing in Jersey City and investing. And congratulations to all of you for being a part of it. Guys.